All right, guys. Maybe this time will work.
Southwest 3602, pathfind American on Charlie.
Find American on Charlie, Southwest 3602.
This is American Flight 194 headed to London.
Transfer 125, Phoenix Ground, runway 25 right, taxi east route.
And there goes the Boeing 777 into the glare-filled sky here in
Check 194.
Phoenix.
Departure, American 194,
All right. Let's see. So this is probably my fourth attempt to connect online here. I was at the very corner of Terminal 4 North, and I was unable to get a signal that would actually stay. As soon as I would go live, it would quit. But now it's looking a little more stable. And
American 2865, Phoenix Ground, taxi Charlie to Point Juliet. Charlie to Juliet, American 2865.
my first attempt was as British Airways was landing,
96, turn
and
7, taxi.
I got kicked off of
Charlie 11.
that stream.
This frequency.
And from there, it was just all downhill. Just unable to get a decent signal and stay online. So I relocated. We are still on Terminal 4 North, but I am a little further down, away from the corner of the parking structure. I'm not at the corner anymore, and we are looking at the second pier of the concourse here, as opposed to the first one. Let me see if I can raise that a little bit.
Ground United 11 Zero, courtesy call with push Echo 5.
And there we see Southwest Airlines landing. And let me get situated here. I tried to get the stream up and running as soon as I got over here because American was getting ready to depart. So let me get my my bearings here on the traffic.
7 taxi Bravo Sierra South route.
So we have an east traffic flow today. We're not going to really see any other departures here on the north side. American was pretty much the only one, as it usually is. And flight radar 24 is blank. Not showing any aircraft. That's interesting. There are no aircraft on flight radar 24. Okay. All right, let's try this. The internet connection here, I guess there really is no perfect solution. All right, I'm trying to get some kind of a signal here so I can kind of see what we have coming.
Juliet, kilo. Market 1317, finish around on my Q5 right. Contact to be the Eastern kilo is ground. Q5 right, kilo, American hazard.
All right, so the American that we just saw land was from Salt Lake City. We have WestJet that just landed, and they're pulling into the international concourse. They're pulling in from Winnipeg. Next up on arrival, we have Alaska Airlines coming in from Seattle, and they are, okay, not quite visible yet.
1779, turn left on taxiway Bravo, Charlie 9, spot kilo, remain this frequency.
All right, I don't know if you can see that there. Can't, it's kind of hard to focus.
Ground United 1108, near spot Zulu with kilo ready for taxi.
But this is the inbound flight from Seattle, from Alaska Airlines.
Eastern 25 right, United 1108.
All right, so we're going to have a United aircraft taxiing along the north side here in a moment. Alaska Airlines from, Seattle, and there's that United, I believe she said 1108. No, that's an American that just landed. United hasn't pulled out yet. United is right there. And that one is headed over to Denver. the 737-800.
This frequency, good day.
And let's see where this American goes.
14, finish round behind United off the left side. Taxi via Charlie, spot November. Number 9, finish ready to contact CB Hilo 1 in the North Tower space. It is Kilo traffic.
This would have actually been a better shot if I was able to be online further down near the corner. We're not going to see any gate activity from this one. It looks like it's going toward the first gate. Yep. Now let's see if I can tilt the tripod over. All right, so that's about as much as I can see of that one. And there's our United 737-800 for Denver. And they're going all the way down to the end to go down to the south side. And they're followed by an American. Not sure if that is an inbound or, yeah, that one's coming in from San Jose. This one, San Jose, California. And there are no other arrivals at the moment. So the pier that I'm standing over right now seems to be pretty quiet. Yeah, they're going into the next one.
72 Phoenix Tower, my 26, go to land, 1240 at 9 where you parking?
Not much activity at this aircraft. It looks like they were doing some fueling work on it.
Bravo 1 Alpha. Number 3912, finish round, take you Charlie, spot Papa.
Oh, what do we have there? We have a little FedEx Cessna Caravan, Cessna 208 Grand Caravan, Cargo Master, the cargo version of it. And they are, of course, on the south side, but this aircraft is probably coming in from somewhere north of here. So they would land up here. We have a SkyWest or Envoy. Envoy 3912 from Santa Barbara. They landed on the south side.
75, taxi Sierra, hold short of Delta, contact southbound.
And they will also not be pulling into a gate over here.
1796 next hour, runway 26, clear to land, wind 2409.
All right, we have a couple of landing aircraft approaching this runway down there. First up for landing will be American Airlines A321 coming in from DFW. Flight 1796. All right, Daniel's back. We've got some people already lined up in the chat. This live stream connection is much better than the other one. Apparently there are some, I guess, dead spots around the parking garage where signal is just impossible. Okay, there was a plane in front of the DFW flight. This is not the DFW flight. I seem to be holding on to a strong connection. And that is a Learjet, it looks like. And they're probably headed to the FBO on the south side. Let's see what Learjet. Yep, Learjet 45. Now this is one of those ones that's not trackable, or at least the origin and destination are not listed. However, you can find the origin by, no, I lost it, following the flight path back to where it started from. Let me get that back up again. Okay, so this plane came from
72, contact southbound 132.55.
Kansas. It looks like Hutchinson, Kansas. That's apparently where it started from. So this, where did that Learjet go? Right there? Oh wait, right there. This Learjet that landed on the north side. And they're going to go all the way around to the south. Apparently coming in from Kansas. So the DFW flight just landed, but there is another one.
1796, turn left on taxiway Bravo, remain this frequency.
So like I said, you know, there's dead zones here. And I guess with Verizon, as long as you can get
Ground American 650, top of India, taxi with
a decent, as long as you're not in a dead zone, you'll have a pretty good connection. We have a cargo Ameriflight.
Okay, 25 right, hold short of Charlie 11.
It's a, looks like a King Air coming in from Payson.
American 1796, continue Charlie 9er, spot Kilo.
Yeah, a Beech C99 airliner model.
1796 looks like they want you in spot Julia now.
I don't think I've seen one of those yet. Ameriflight is a small cargo outfit, and they've got a number of different small aircraft. I think that's it right there. Yeah, that's it right there.
Wheels up 6 minutes, 25 right via the east route.
And they're coming in from Payson, Arizona, which is not really all that far away. Took about 30 minutes, about a 30-minute flight. And of course, now that it's afternoon, late afternoon, we see a lot of these, the small cargo flights that come in from all these various different places. You get a lot of them in the late afternoon, early evening.
Roger, Phoenix Star, Roger. That's out of the Phoenix Bravo airspace, your discretion.
Meanwhile, this American 1796, this is the one that landed from DFW, one that we missed as I was looking at the Learjet.
Barbara 9.
And it looks like they are going into,
2 miles east of your position, helicopter with
I bet it's going to be the gate on the corner.
It'll be northbound.
The gate right, no, I guess not.
Flight 2849, contact South.
Going to the second gate, right there. Yeah. So the time right now is 6:35, and our official sunset time in Phoenix
Barbara 9, Phoenix Star.
on this date is 7:02.
Barbara 9, additional traffic, 2 miles.
So
headed northbound.
we are about 37 minutes away from sunset. We have another American 737 coming in. It's on final approach from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And I can just barely see it off in the distance, but they're gonna land up here on the north side and go over to the international gates as they've begun to work on that DFW flight.
566 Phoenix Star, runway 26, clear land, wind 2301.
Yeah, that was American 566 that the tower was just talking to. If you heard that, that's the one that we're looking for that's coming in. Let me see if I can boost that up a little bit. Okay. Why is my picture frozen? But we are definitely not frozen here. Huh. Okay. This is weird.
Target 2860 Phoenix Tower, Mike 26.
All right, so we got to go here and
566, turn left on taxiway Bravo, remain this frequency, hold short of Charlie 11.
let's try that. My camera is definitely not frozen. I definitely have a picture. Okay. Well, that was certainly weird. A lot of weird stuff is happening up here today. My picture just froze, just like that. Since we're waiting for something else to land here, I'm going to take the camera off the tripod to show you guys something a little bit different that I can't show you on the tripod because I can't tilt up that high. But we have a contrail right there. We got a high flyer flying directly over Phoenix to the northwest direction. I would say that would be the direction of Las Vegas, maybe, or California, San Francisco Bay Area. The sky is really clear today, so we get these really nice contrails. And sometimes when they're, if it's a big enough airplane, I can actually get a decent photo. I didn't bring my camera today, so. But that's the beauty of having radar 24, because you can look up anything flying overhead. And we see that this is Volaris. This is Volaris Airlines from Guadalajara, Mexico. And that's the one that just flew over us that I was showing you guys a couple seconds ago. It is an Airbus A320 Neo, and it's heading up to Portland, Oregon.
United, 401, short of Charlie for Echo 9.
Yep. So we get we get good information on contrails. They left Guadalajara about 2 hours and 15 minutes ago. And from this spot where they were, they have about 2 hours to go to Portland. And they were flying at 35,900, about 30, let's call it 36,000 feet. That's what you were looking at 36,000. That is the only contrail that I see right now. As a matter of fact, they're so bright that they're actually visible to me now that I put the camera back on the tripod. Yeah, they're actually visible right there. Volaris Airlines, Airbus A320 from Guadalajara flying to Portland at 36,000 feet, right there. And a little further down on ground level, we have an American 737 taxiing to a gate. And we do have one coming in. Have one on final approach. Delta. Well, this is a Delta from Detroit. It's a Delta A321 coming in from Detroit. Right there.
Empire 780, 157, like 26, good land, wind 230.11.
We do have another one coming in. But in the meantime, we got a CRJ pushing back.
American 186, Phoenix Tower, my 26, good land, wind 240.11.
4908. This one will be headed to Lubbock, Texas. It's a CRJ 700.
Course, confirm you're correct, confirm my 26. Thank you. Delta 1135, turn left on track to a Charlie, taxi to the south route.
All right, so we have another FedEx Express, FedEx feeder, Cargo Master coming in, and followed that by an American A321 from Cancun. Let's see, the FedEx would be right there. A little Cessna 208 Cargo Master. And this one is coming in from Lake Havasu City, Arizona. SkyWest CRJ 700 heading over to Lubbock, Texas. American 186 from Cancun. I see the lights.
1135, turn right on taxiway Tango now, Delta 1135, right on Tango.
Alright, right on Tango, contact South Ramp, Delta 1135.
All right, so we're back on. We had another little internet glitch right there. We almost got kicked off. The connection froze, but it got reconnected fairly quickly.
4908, Phoenix ground on my 25 right, taxi via the east route. 25 right via the east route, SkyWest 4908.
And this is the American landing from Cancun, Mexico.
Contact 132.55.
So, as I started to say before my connection failed, or almost failed, sunset time up here on the parking garage is going to be a little bit earlier than
November with Kilo ready for taxi.
the actual posted time because
on my 25 right, behind the RJ, taxi via the east route.
the sun will go behind the mountain before it goes down, and it'll be out of view for the last couple of minutes. So we're getting close to sunset over downtown Phoenix, Arizona, as you can see. We're getting close. And let's see, we have any other traffic?
Taxiway Bravo, and hold short of Romeo, remain as frequency.
Nope.
65, finish your round, kilos current, looks like your discretion.
We got Plain Jane. Plain Jane is on board. Daniel's on board in the chat today. Thanks for joining, guys. I know this today's live stream has been a little rough with the internet connection. I tried either 3 or 4 times. I can't remember. When I first came out here, I was over at the corner, northwest corner of the garage, and I just could not get a signal. I mean, nothing would even hold long enough to start up a stream. So I relocated here at this above the alleyway between the A gates and the B gates. And as soon as I connected, I got a solid connection, and it stayed connected until we had that little glitch a little while ago. That was about the only one. So there are some dead zones here, and I guess with Verizon, as long as you can stay out of a dead zone, you'll get a pretty decent connection. I mean, yeah, this is internet is kind of rough, kind of rough up here. As far as traffic coming in, we have a SkyWest, another CRJ 700 from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. They're on final. I don't see the lights just yet. And they'll be coming in momentarily, followed by Southwest. We're going to have a Southwest coming in from Sacramento. They're going to land here on the north side. And then we're going to have another American. We're going to have an American 737 MAX 8 coming in from JFK. So they're still a little ways out. So unfortunately, we don't get a lot of gate activity here. All the aircraft that are at these gates are just parked, and they've been here as long as I've been here. The only one that left was at CRJ. We have one over there. Doesn't really look like it's going anywhere soon. And then we have an Embraer 175. Now on this one, the jet bridge is pushed back, but I don't think it's going anywhere. That plane may just be parked there. Let's see if anything shows up here. No, nothing. This one, this A321 right here is showing up as flight 633 to DFW, and it should be leaving. It's got a scheduled time of 6:50. They're going to be late. Their beacon's not even on yet. They're not ready for pushback. So they're past their scheduled time, so that's going to be a delayed flight for some reason. But we may get to see them leave, maybe in a few minutes. It's now 6:54. And then we have the other one. Let's see, 2882. Okay. Okay, the Embraer jet that where they pulled the jet bridge back is now showing up. This one shows up as a flight to Omaha, Nebraska, scheduled for 6:57. So they may be just moments away from departure. And if you look off in the distance here, you can see there are two aircraft. I'm pretty sure the front one would be the Southwest and the one further out would be the American Max 8. Yeah, Southwest 302. 302 coming in from Sacramento. And then we have behind that American 737 MAX coming in from JFK. I think sunset will probably happen right after this Southwest lands. If I can ever get it to focus. All right, and we'll get a look at our Phoenix sunset right there. Just now getting set to go behind the mountains over there on the west side of town. And the time right now is 6:57. So like I said, we're going to be a few minutes before the official sunset time. Well, I was wrong about that second aircraft. That second aircraft that came in was also Southwest. There is an American out there. The other Southwest just landed. $5,008 from Chicago. The American is from JFK is now on final. So, as we see sun going behind the mountain. Really nice, colorful sunset today here in Phoenix. The weather, sky conditions are perfect today. (6:58 p.m.) as the sun disappears behind the White Tank Mountains to the west of Phoenix. So the official astronomical sunset time is 7:01, or I think it's actually 7:02. Yeah, 7:02. So like I said, 3 minutes or so prior to that. We have the sun behind the mountain over there. And after sunset now, one of the things we can do here at Sky Harbor is we can actually get a look inside the control tower, because it's lit up from the west just right to where we actually get a view all the way inside. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. I see they've got their window shade screens that were on the side facing the sun, and they're actually raising their they just raised their shades. Yeah, let's get a look over there. I was literally just watching them. They had the sunshades over the other side of the tower cab, and I saw them go up one by one. And so now that the lighting is coming from a lower angle, we actually get a pretty nice look inside the control tower. And you can see some of the folks moving around up there. Keeping all the traffic in line.
Ground American 1587, no Bravo, going to Alpha 14.
American 1587, finish ground Bravo, Charlie 10, have a good day.
Bravo, Charlie 10, good day, American 1587.
So shout out to the guys up in the tower, guys and gals up there in the tower. And now we're officially, I guess you could call it officially evening, officially after dark. And slowly, one by one, the lights come on, and it looks like we're buffering again. No, it says I've got a strong signal. Apparently YouTube doesn't like it. All right. So after we did a little shout out to the tower, we will get a nice look at downtown Phoenix right there, just a little bit to the west of Sky Harbor. And we have a DHL 737 that just now landed. And this one would be operated by Sun Country. And DHL parks on the south side, and they're obviously coming from somewhere north of here. It looks like they've got some Sun Country winglets on their plane. That doesn't quite match the paint scheme, but Sun Country operates DHL's 737 cargo operations. They're making their way to the bridge. And the 737, I believe this would be the one that landed from JFK, is going to one of the gates on the very end.
Ground Alaska 611 at Echo 6. You're ready to push.
This is left, please ground push back here, discretion.
Push up discretion level, please slow it.
Gravitating envoy 4135 on spot Papa with Lima.
Envoy 4135, we just grounded for, I'm next to the Lima's car, or 25 right taxi east route.
25 right east route, we've got Lima for envoy 4135.
All right, so they parked over there. These aircraft were scheduled to leave before 7, so they are late.
Tower 3286, finish ground after the Embraer jet passenger on 25 right.
And no sign of them being ready to leave anytime soon. So they're really late today.
And that is, I'm sorry, that is a Embraer jet for Skywest 3286.
We have another Envoy Embraer coming in from Tulsa. They just landed. They'll be taxiing up here. Maybe they'll actually land at one of the gates that we can get a good look at. And there is a
Bravo, Charlie 11, point pop.
Falcon,
Bravo, Charlie 11.
no, Cessna Citation landing right there. Citation X. And that was landing from Atlantic City, New Jersey, coming all the way across the country.
November taxi, and we've got Kilo.
American 623, finish ground information. Lima is now current, runway 25 right, taxi east route.
25 right, we're getting Lima, American 623.
We've got a SkyWest CRJ coming in from Oklahoma City. Should be visible, yeah, the light's visible way off there in the distance. Let's see where this E-175 from Tulsa goes.
And American 623, we got Lima.
Thank you. American 612, check your time beacon code, please.
Thank you, sir.
All right, they're going to the next pier, next concourse over. So they won't be coming here.
John American 727, Tango North right.
American 727, finish ground, hold short taxiway, Charlie.
Hold short Charlie, American.
Let's see what else we have. All right, activity is still slow over here. As you can see, there's only one aircraft, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The American A321 headed to DFW still has a departure time of 6:50, so they're already 15 minutes late. And
American 727.
not going anywhere anytime soon.
Citation there on the left. They're going southbound on Sierra. Behind them, taxi Charlie.
And here's one
Okay, behind.
coming in.
Charlie, point.
This one that you're looking at right now is listed as a departure to Guadalajara, Mexico, but it doesn't have a time. So I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
1560 on India information, Mike.
American 1560, Phoenix ground after the company bus passes you, runway 25 right taxi via the east route. Information Lima's current.
Okay, we'll pick up
I'm sorry, you're right.
Lima after the bus, east route, American 1560.
No, American, I'm sorry, you were right. It is Mike. Mike is current.
Hey. Ground American 2118, Tango Ridge.
American 2118.
All right, we have
Point Juliet.
Point Juliet.
we have an arrival right here from
22,
Miami.
Host for the Charlie 10 on Bravo.
This A321 landed from Miami on the south side, and their gate will be on the north.
That's the
Here.
11, runway 25 right taxi via the east route.
25 right, East left, 11.
And they're pulling into the gate at the corner. And right behind them, we have an outbound flight. Right there. Departing from Minneapolis. A 737-800. We actually have a couple more departures. There's more aircraft lined up.
Tower 3223, Charlie 10, 2-point Mike.
Yeah, good evening, American 28.
All right, so this one is the Oklahoma City,
American 2827.
right there.
Bravo, Charlie 10, Charlie.
Bravo, Charlie.
CRJ 700 landed from Oklahoma City. And this one is going to be heading out to Des Moines, Iowa shortly.
Got off 141, Echo 4 already. So,
Echo 4, who is it?
I'll ask the 141.
141, Phoenix ground. Thank you. Pushback is your discretion. And Mike.
Alright, we'll grab Mike and our discussion of pushback. That's 141.
Now, this one may be going to the first gate. Yeah, they are. This one will be headed to the very first gate. I need to raise my tripod so we can actually see it. All right. Well,
American 2930 on Bravo 4. American 2933, exit ground, Bravo, Ocean, Charlie 9.
Bravo, Ocean, Charlie 9.
American 568,
And above gate B2 right there, where the CRJ pulled into, you can see the sign. They have these electronic signs at every gate, and the sign is telling them, which plane is going to be coming here. So this is the Oklahoma City flight at gate B2 right there, the one that we just saw pulling in.
And it's ground American 480.
And one of the interesting things we can see after sunset is we can actually see inside the terminals, because we have lights inside and not a lot of light outside. And so it gives you a perspective inside the terminal. You can see the terminal by gate B4 right there.
2827 at Charlie 10, let company Boeing 737 go past you.
And those are not visible down there, but this one here by gate B4 is also is visible, and right below that you can see the baggage. The underneath the terminal is where the baggage is taken to be put onto the baggage carousels. So you can see a little bit of what's in there. On this particular gate, we can't really see that much. This is the only one that is visible to me at the moment.
Just off of Infield 4.
After 141, over 25 right back to East Route.
25 right, ground, 141.
All right, and if we turn this way, you can get a look inside A17. That right there is a look inside gate A17. So it's telling you what you're seeing right there is the first number you're seeing, flight 20, is the flight number 2637. The aircraft, the fleet number that American has on this aircraft, that's what the 3ND stands for. It's American's fleet number for the 737 aircraft. And then you can see 2010, that is the departure time. That would be the departure time. So this flight is scheduled to leave at 8:10. And then underneath that, you can see the countdown. They have a countdown right there, which is showing you that the departure is minus 51 minutes away, right there. And then over on the left-hand side is the destination for this plane. This plane is headed to SNA, which is the John Wayne Orange County Airport in California. So that's a little bit of the information that you can see from these electronic signs. Not all American aircraft have fleet numbers that are number and 2 letters. Some of them are just 3 numbers. So if you have, for example, a new Airbus A321, you might see one with 3 numbers on it. But the plane right below, parked there at the gate, is a 737-800, fleet number 3ND. And inside the terminal there, you can get a look at some of the people just hanging out, waiting for boarding, which usually happens about 30 minutes before departure. So they've got a little time to wait in there. So that's a little bit of the information visible to the ground crews and also visible to the pilot as well. They can see how much time they have until their scheduled departure. If we move over to the next gate, now there is an aircraft parked at the next gate.
Over to ground, American.
Um,
Ground American 1110, 5 November, please, Mike.
So now,
Phoenix ground,
on this one, you can see flight 2997. This is aircraft number 925. And it's scheduled to go out at 1931, which is 7:31. It's 10 minutes away from departure, and they're going to Tucson, Arizona. So that plane is boarded. There's nobody in the terminal, the window right below them, right below the sign right there.
876 on Bravo.
There's nobody there because by 10 minutes before departure, they should all be boarded.
American,
So they're all on board the aircraft.
Phoenix ground, Bravo Charlie 9 point kilo.
Bravo, Charlie
And
9,
let's see what else we've got. Let's see what's at the next gate over. There is no, well, yeah, there is an airplane. At gate A21. Looks like Las Vegas. I believe this would be yeah, at 2013. So they're also about 50 minutes away from departure to Las Vegas. And what else do we have? Nothing over there. Nothing at any of those gates. So that's a little look at some of the signs. Now these over here, nothing over there. There's no way I can read that. We did have one pushback. This is the flight to Guadalajara, Mexico. It just pushed back.
Ground West F1397, Bucket pushback, so Luke about off Bravo 20.
Russia 25 minutes down, pushback is 3 minutes, but
American flight 2882 is what you're looking at right now. We just heard WestJet call the tower for pushback. They're ready to go. And we have an arrival. We have one arriving.
Ground Scout 3242 on Bravo. Bravo.
Tower 3242, Queens ground, taxi Bravo Charlie 10 to point.
Yeah, the focus is not the greatest at night.
3242, that's Bravo Charlie 10 to point, Mike.
Bravo Charlie 10 Mike.
And there's the inside of one of the hangars.
American 2882 approaching Lima with Lima.
I look inside the Mesa Airlines hangar, and there is a CRJ parked inside there.
American 2882.
And there goes 2882. Let me take a look at the sign for this aircraft. That would be this gate. So they're okay. They're not going anywhere. At gate B6.
Ground, good evening, American 1673 on Bravo, head to Alpha 18.
American 1673 Phoenix ground. Thank you. Charlie 8 Charlie to the ramp.
Charlie 8, Charlie to the ramp. Thanks, American 1673.
All right, so what you're seeing here is gate B6, flight 1470, Tampa. And you see the time right there, 1937. I'm assuming that is the time that this plane is scheduled to arrive there. So when they pull up, they're going to look for, and they're looking for their gate. They're going to see their flight number on B6. There's nobody at B6 right now. I don't think. Well, B8. No. Yeah, that's B6 right there. So they're not there yet, but according to this, 1937.
Ground American 2664 on the Tango Bridge.
In about 10 more minutes.
Charlie to point back after 73 American 2664. Have a good night.
About 10 minutes away from Tampa. So we get some information there from the signs above the terminal. And it's kind of hard to see those during the day. Well, this stream was not as successful as I hoped it would be. I came out here earlier, and I did spend a lot of time trying to get the signal before moving over here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream here, guys. But if you're watching, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you'll know the next time I go live. We have one landing.
Ground American 450 approaching Juliet with Mike.
We have one landing right there.
American 450 Phoenix ground. Runway 25 right. Hold for one Airbus capacity, then 25 right taxi to the east route.
Okay, we'll hold for the aircraft to pass us, then east route.
American 450 is verify 25 right, please. 25 right, American 450. Thanks.
And there's a real good look at the twilight view of downtown Phoenix that we can end out the show with. Still have a little bit of light left in the sky there. But I want to thank all you guys for tuning in, and hopefully we'll have some better signal the next time I come out here. Today was not as successful as I'd hoped it would be. And actually trying to find a spot to set up here on the roof of this garage was actually not easy because it's pretty crowded up here, believe it or not. There's not a lot of empty spaces up here on the roof, and these floors down below are even more full than the roof is. So there's a lot of people traveling this week for some odd reason. But
1470, Bravo, Charlie 10 to Point Mike.
Bravo, Charlie.
like I said earlier, as long as I get out of a dead zone, Verizon can give me a stable signal. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, and I hope to see all of you guys back next time. So until then, take care, guys.